So hello guys, today we'll be learning about OAuth OpenID Connect. So let us start off with my file structure. What do I have in here? This is my connect to DB. This is a random URL, but you should put it in your env file. Other than that, I have a controllers folder file. It will be created just a second. This is a middleware, auth middleware, which is used to check if the person is authorized or not. We do that by getting a token from the cookies, and if the token is not there, then we'll be just simply saying we do not recognize you, and otherwise we'll be verifying it with JWT, JSON Web Token. If we want to verify, then we give the input parameters as the token and the secret key that we have in the env folder. And then if res.user is equals to decoded, so what do we do is this, that the decoded item that we get, we give it to the user, and then we pass on to the next. So whatever the flow of the code is, that it will be passed on to the next component, which is going to be coming in the next section. And in catch, we just simply return with an error. Very simple middleware. This is our user model. For this sake, we are going to create a very simple user model, which is not much important. We can get it done easily. It's a mongoose user model. Other than that, we have our routes, which are Google callback, logout, and profile routes. And in the end, we have an index.js file, wherein we are going to use the /auth route to go to the authentication auth router. I have yet to import it, but our main focus is going to be our controllers. The controllers are going to be the star of the video. Alright, so we'll be starting off with writing our controllers. First we'll need to import all the dependencies or libraries. So let's import. We'll copy this 6 times, I don't know. So first of all, we want to import Axios. Okay, importing this done. Import JWT from JSON Web Token. Alright, next we want to import JWKS client. That will be helping us for majority of our work. Then we'll be importing our model. Our model's name is user, and it will be located somewhere around models/user model.js. Don't forget to write .js, because it might throw error. Generate nonce from our auth utils.js utils.js, and other than that is generate state. Okay, so these are all the imports that we were supposed to do. Now let's go to get JWKS client. So what does it do? We want to give the JWKS client. So let us do some research for what JWKS is. It is a lab of retrieving signing keys from JWKS. What is JWKS? JSON Web Key Set. It's just a JSON formatted web key set. This is a fork of JWKS RSA package. Okay. How to get public keys from signings? This might help. Let me increase the font size first. I tried to two libraries, Node, JWKS RSA, and client to get the public key of authentication Apple login, but giving error in get public keys. It's not a function. I consent to key which is returned by get signing key to me. I don't know why it is behaving like this. Okay, this guy has a problem. For me it works. I have tried to configuration. Okay, so this is the KID, specific KID. Client equals to what will it accept as an argument? It will need JWKS URI probably, yeah, and yeah, that's the main thing that it needs. In this case it's key.public key, but we will be giving in the URI. Alright, let's put it out and go over here. So for our getting the JWKS client, const get jwks client equals to an arrow function with return statement of it will be getting in the process.env. and then cache true, and then the remit is also going to be true. So this function will give us a jwks client from the URI that is given to us in our env file. Now let's get signing key. The key ID which is going to be there, will be giving it the signing key from the key ID. So we'll first get the client equals to get jwks client of this. We are getting the jwks client. We don't have to pass in any arguments because it just needs a URI which is present inside our env folder. Then the client is we got the client. Afterwards we are going to return it a new promise. Why are we doing it? We'll explain it in a bit. With a promise we will get it resolve, reject, and client dot get signing key. With this I am going to pass in key ID and if error, my bad, sorry, if error, then I will be returning it to reject of key. I return reject of error, and other than that const signing key equals to key dot get okay. So this is our signing key. The signing key is not get signing key, it's just signing key. Inside of this we'll be getting the public key of it. So first of all what are we doing is that we'll get a signing key with a key ID and then function that says error and key. If it is an error, then we will be returning it, and if we do not get an error, then we get the key. So after, if when we know that we are going to get the key, then we'll just resolve it. We'll be resolving with signing key. So what's the process, what's going on over here? It's a function, arrow function. We provide a key ID and then it returns a promise because it might get resolved or reject. So in case it gets an error, then it gets rejected, and otherwise we will be resolving it with signing key. What is signing key exactly? Signing key, this is a signing key which says that key dot get public key, the public key that I am going to get from the key, that is the signing key, and then we are going to resolve it. Next we will be moving to a function to verify the ID token using the signing key. We have found the signing key and we have also returned it as a promise. So when we use the get signing key function next, then we'll be able to use that key as well. Let's say const Google token as a sync, verify Google token. I will be verifying the tokens. Let's say if we do try catch const okay, so we are back with verify Google token. Now what do we want is that we want to verify that with a decoder is we will first decode it with gwt decode. The thing that is that we will only be calling this function once we are completed with a few checks, after which we'll be calling it and giving it the decode. So for that we will first give it a decode, and we decode with j with a token. The token will be passing it as a parameter, and complete true. It says that returns a decoded payload without verifying the signature in the valid token gwt to decode options for recording, and returns the value. Fine. And if it is not decoded, then we'll be throwing a new error. હમણાં વિડીયો રેકોર્ડ હા પણ હમણાં હું વિડીયો રેકોર્ડ કરું હમણાં હું વિડીયો રેકોર્ડ કરું KID equals to decoded dot header dot KID and const this is our KID, and we'll be getting it from the header, and the signing key is the KID will be passing it for the get signing key function which we have created previously. Next we want to verify the token that is given with the signing key, and the algorithms are going to be RSA 256, and the audience is going to be Google client. Then we will be simply returning the verified token, and inside of the catch we will put in this error that there was some error in verifying the token. So what are we doing? We are finding the key ID, and then signing key is the that will get the get signing key, and after getting the signing key we will verify it with the token, the signing key, and the algorithms are mentioned here. Now we have to log into Google, so let's create a function Google login. That is a good big function which is going to check for whether are we logged in correctly with the same ID or not. Let's go ahead and create a Google callback.